You've probably never heard of Ranger, Texas, and I don't think I had ever heard of it before, except in context of their airport, which is pretty interesting. It's got a lot of history behind it. It's a very old airport, but they host a fly-in. I think is the first weekend of October, and that's what this video is about. Had a really good time. Flew in with about let's see here, 3 or 4 other pilots that I know, and had a good time. Didn't get a lot of flying footage of myself, and I decided not to talk while I flew along, just because I just didn't feel like recording and meshing it all together, so I just narrate it. Visibility wasn't actually as bad as it looks like in this video. It was actually a pretty morning, and then it warmed up to be in the mid-90s. So that's pretty much it for the amount of flying video, and then I just jump right into a whole bunch of landings here. This is a Stearman, a Boeing Stearman. So there were all kinds of planes. There were the really, sort of expensive, antique, glitzy planes, and there were some daily flyers. There was some really nice Globe Swifts that came through. They were flying in formation when they first got there. It's a nice, pretty Cardinal here. Taking it cautious. Came in with a lot of speed, but a very, very long runway. This runway is somewhat interesting when you land, because you have to be really careful that you don't come over that house too low. It really sneaks up on you. This is a pretty cool airplane. I mean, look at the width of those flaps. I didn't actually stay for the air show. Me and my friends left before the airport closes down. It closes down between 1 and 2. To note, though, you definitely want to stay for the brisket sandwich if they are still doing them at the time. If you ever go back and decide to visit there, that's actually an amazing lunch as fly-in lunches go. Sometimes fly-in lunches are not all that great. I mean, they're great. They're really good. They're just they're cooked on an airport, I guess. That was a beautiful little plane there. There's a Beaver and a whole bunch of Stearmans, a Staggerwing Stinson. There was actually 2 Staggerwing Stinsons that were there, and that's I think it's a monocoupe. That's what you call it. Awesome plane, beautiful radial engine. I got these 3 Globe Swifts texting out, but then after this, we will be able to hear that beautiful plane start up. I lowered the music so that it's not so loud. We can actually hear the engines, which are better than the music. I didn't get this little monocoupe flyby though. I was eating when it. No, I wasn't eating. I was underneath some shade when he decided to come back through for a flyby. It was absolutely fun. This plane looks interesting in real life. That's weird. This plane looks interesting first person just because the wingspan is so short and the whole length of the plane is short. Man, that sounds good. And that was it. That was Ranger Flyin. I flew back as high up as it got chilly. I think this was at 50s in my cockpit. It's a little bit over 7,000 feet, I believe is what I did. Just shot this with my phone. I think that's, I want to say it's Kaufman, but I'm not sure it is. So there you go, Ranger Flyin.